At the International People's College, we live together with more than 100 people from all over the world. We experience a lot of differences in our habits, thoughts, and everybody has had already a lot of questions about their culture. But still, there are some questions that we would like to ask, but maybe we don't dare to. Let's listen to the answer on those interesting, funny, but sometimes inappropriate questions. For this first episode of That's a Good Question, I invited 3 lovely Japanese. First, here is next to me Saki, a positive 31 years old IT sales specialist from Tokyo. Hello, Saki.
Hi.
To the front of me, there's Tatsuya, a well-dressed Japanese working in the fashion industry from Chiba. It's next to Tokyo.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hello. How can I say hello in Japanese?
Konnichiwa.
Okay, so konnichiwa, Tatsuya. And then my third invite went to Miku, a 22 years old student of physical education and human welfare. She's from Hyogo, that's in the west part of Japan, and she has an endless positive mindset. So, konnichiwa, Miku.
Konnichiwa.
Is there any slang word for konnichiwa?
Yahoo.
Like yahoo.
Yahoo. Okay, so now we know now if we
Is that even a
meet
slang?
some Japanese people in the corridor.
Yeah.
Okay, so some fellow students have recorded some questions for you. I selected the 5 most interesting questions. Are you
Yeah.
curious?
Wow. 5. That is a lot.
Yeah, shall we listen to the first question?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
All right, I have a question for my friends from Japan. Were you disappointed with the European toilets when you landed in Denmark?
Yes, I kind of yes. Like because when I went to toilet in Europe, especially in public toilet, I have to pay for it, but toilet is totally messed. There are a lot of toilet paper on the floor, and then there are a lot of kind of pee or I don't know something on the floor.
Yeah, me too. Like, in my case, I was kind of disappointed in like Danish people's house or like in the school toilet because like in general, the Japanese toilet has the automatically warm system in the sitting area.
Yeah.
So like when we're sitting on the toilet in winter season, it's really warm. So it's really comfortable.
Oh, I didn't know, even a
Yeah.
warming system.
Yes. And also we have automatic washing system to your body in the toilet. So like after we using the toilet, the we can wash my ass with automatically water. So like there's not like that systems in Europe. So like I was kind of disappointed. But like I already get to use it. So no problem. Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next question.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is the most shocking question you've been asked by somebody visiting your country?
Shocking.
Oh, I have one idea.
Yeah?
Like when I was hosting the American student in my home, the students want to go to the Japanese castle to see ninja, but like ninja doesn't exist in the modern world here. So like it's not shocking, but like it was like so funny. Like I didn't know that there's some people who still believes the ninja or like samurai as well. So like it was kind of a little bit shocking.
Yeah, not an inappropriate question, but a weird question. Like time stands still in Japan.
And some people still think like the anime is the only thing in Japan.
Yes.
Oh.
Like, people came to Japan just have an image of the animation, but even in Tokyo, animes are just a part of the Japanese culture. People think like, oh, it's so different from anime. People kind of surprising. So
Also, like a lot of people thought like Japanese is very very high tech country, but that is only in Tokyo. So like most of Japan, they are just mountain or nature. So yeah, Japanese is not only high tech buildings.
Okay, nice. Let's move on to the third question.
Let's go.
What is the hardest thing to explain about your country?
We have culture that like we have to read the air, or like we have to guess what they're saying.
Yeah, because even people say okay, it doesn't always mean okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't mean okay. It says people don't want to do it, but people still say okay. But so
Yeah.
Like same thing happened in fashion industry in Japan as well. Like even if the customer wearing kind of like long t-shirts or like something which is not suits with the customer, we have to like as staff we have to say, oh, it's really good on you or something. But like most of Japanese people do not believe that, like do not believe what the staff said, so like it's no problem. But like for foreigners, like, oh, the staff said it really suits me, but like it's not. But like it's really hard to say because
They cannot read the air.
yeah. So
Okay. Is there some other, maybe something you explain in IPC or it's difficult to explain?
simply like Japanese language is really hard to explain because it's really like there's a lot of gray zone.
Yeah,
as
that's
well,
true.
yeah.
Like as he said, like we have one vocabulary, but there has like multiple meanings, a lot of meanings, like a lot of background meanings. So it's kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
and
doesn't
also
match. Yeah.
keigo.
Keigo, yes.
Oh, keigo.
Yeah, not like English. We have so many like I don't know how can I say like a
Polite.
polite polite words and then a plain words, something like that. So if you talk to elderly people, you have a special words to use.
Yeah.
If it's a friend, it's another word to use. So it's very difficult to.
Yeah,
So
like
there are a lot of rules for politeness, and it
Yes.
depends to who you're talking about,
Yes.
Yeah.
which word you use. Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
so much.
I will give you next question.
Yes.
What behavior of non-Asian people makes you the most uncomfortable?
For me, putting shoes on anywhere.
Even inside.
Yeah. Like on the chair, on the table, people put
yes.
a foot with their shoes on.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
in Japan, we have a culture to taking off shoes inside. So
Yeah, that's uncomfortable.
Also, I think when it comes to cleaning, we got really good education about cleaning up. So we are really good at cleaning up. So like
Yeah.
sometimes I'm disappointed, like
Maybe
that,
especially in IPC,
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Especially
different meanings of cleaning here. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, for me it's not all the time, but like some people, some non-Asian people taking video or like taking photo without asking. So like it's not uncomfortable all the time, but sometimes, oh, I don't want you to take photo right now because I'm not in like good condition with my looking or like with my hair or
Oh,
something.
yes,
So
yes,
like
yes.
it's really good meanings. Like European people or like American people, it's beautiful just the way you are, but like we don't feel that way. So like sometimes it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. When I was in Japan,
Yeah.
then like when I take a picture, I have to like put makeup on or something because
Yeah, yes.
because when I put makeup on, which means I can be beautiful or something.
Okay, so there's a very big thing that you have to wear makeup to be beautiful. Or
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
and it's actually kind of like a polite way
Yeah.
to put a makeup on. You have to put a makeup on if you go to
Yeah.
the workplace. Not at school, like definitely, but if the teacher doesn't have a makeup on, people are like, oh, what happened to the teacher today? So that's kind of like a social pleasure too, to put a
Yeah.
makeup on and be a beautiful.
So you do it more for the other, to be polite and try your best to look
Yeah.
good. Or,
I think both.
Yeah, I think if you are not making up on your face, then you go outside, but people feel like you're kind of lewd or like you are not ready to go or something.
yeah, I
It's-
wouldn't fit in Japan. I have to stay inside then all the
Yes,
time
but
without
it's kind of
makeup.
hard to live in Japan. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about physical contact? Is that a difference here?
I knew like European and then the American people, like physical distance is way much closer compared to Japanese Asian.
So if Tatsuya know that like, Japanese person who have never been out of Japan,
Yeah.
if I hug him, maybe he feels like, oh, maybe Saki likes me.
Yeah,
Why she hug me all of a sudden?
yeah, it happens in Japan all the time. So.
So like we have to be careful who to hug with.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
That's
important to
true.
know for people
Yes.
visiting Japan maybe as well.
But if you wanna get people so popular, you can just hug any people and then
Yeah.
and the people gonna like you. Oh, maybe he or she likes me.
Yes.
That's funny. Okay, that brings us maybe to the last question already.
Ooh.
Which conversation topics make people of your country feel awkward?
A lot. Yeah, I would say about money
Mm.
and also about kind of politics sometimes. It very depends on the.
Is it awkward or like
And point-
they just don't have any knowledge
Yeah,
about
yeah,
the
I think
politics
so.
or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think I would say their sex life or like relationship where like seeing someone as romance way or something, it's kind of awkward to ask in Japanese community or something because like they are so shy to talk about it. So like some people feels that it's taboo to talk about it with others in Japanese.
Yeah, also like some of people wanted to hide the relationship, even they have girlfriend or they have boyfriend, they wanted to hide sometimes.
I heard as well the sex education
Yeah.
in Japan, it's like almost non-existing or
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not really included in general education.
Yeah.
Really not.
Like in sex education in Japan, like in generally boys and girls are separated, then they are doing like different teaching system.
And even for girls, we don't learn about sex or anything. We
No.
learn about period, like how to be pregnant, but like so how to get pregnant, we don't learn that. So
Oh,
getting
Right,
pregnant,
right.
you're gonna stomach gonna be big, and in 10 months you're gonna get a baby. But
Also, like I've never asked my mother, how how can you
Yeah.
give a birth or something? Because I feel awkward and I feel a little bit
yeah.
uncomfortable to talk about
Yeah.
it.
It's a nice topic to end with.
Yeah,
Sex.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Yeah,
coming
thank
to
you
our
so much.
studio here in under the Manor House. How do we say that in Japanese? Thank you.
Arigato.
So arigato.
Arigato. Bye bye.
Bye bye.